I need a shower really bad, so we're about to hop in, start the day right. Cold shower, of course. This is all I need for my shampoo, by the way. We got raw honey, we got one egg. I'm gonna separate the yolk. I'm gonna use the egg whites later just to eat them. Here goes the yolk, some raw honey, and of course some coconut oil, just a little bit for the hydration for my hair and the fat conditioning, whatever. Now it's dripping already, but I'm gonna leave it for about like 4 or 5 minutes. It's like a hair mask, but as a shampoo. So I'm gonna leave it for a few minutes, wash it off, and then the hair will turn out so smooth. Oh shit, look what arrived, bro. Look what has arrived. Look what package I got. Alpha Futures hoodie and the Alpha Futures t-shirt, bro. It's like super heavy and I think it's like cotton. I'm gonna check. And speaking of Alpha, they returned the standard plan, which is insane. Removed activation fee, reworked the shit. You can pay yourself up to 4 times a month, like every single 5 winning days. Really cheap now, considering the fact that it hasn't any activation fees. 40% off until the end of the month with my code if you want to use it. Man, I love you guys, for everyone. Like literally every single one that supports me, and thank y'all. I'm kidding, bro. There's no way I'm gonna take that pattern-ass IFG to the upside. Today, I missed several entries. I can't lie, I kind of fucked up, but also we didn't get any retraces, so it was a little bit hard to get an entry as well. But market was really clean today. Let me go over it. We opened this week without a wick and with a big ass new week opening gap. So we have the weekly candle, daily candle, every candle, no wick. And whole Asia, whole overnight session, we were just accumulating and ended up tapping into a daily gap somewhere right here. I don't know, daily gap tapped, boom, ended up accumulating and went lower. If I would have looked at pre-market, I would have 100%, I'm not saying it in hindsight, I would have 100% taken something like this. Boom, like we tapped the daily gap, end up displacing, we wait for the retrace and another displacement. Maybe I would have taken something like this, but played a bigger stop, I would say. Maybe even here. Boom, boom, 1-to-1, higher time frame, perfect trade. Also, I could have played something like this for a better risk to reward ratio. And as you can see right here, you're already so bearish and like moving so beautifully towards the draw right here, and there's literally not an entry. Like I don't know, I could have only taken something pre-market, didn't catch it. Then we ended up flipping. I was pretty scared of this reaction, and I saw this flip and thought, okay, if we want to go high, we shouldn't do this right here. So this would have been valid, I can't lie, because also you guys know the fill of the new week opening gap is also a valid target, and of course maybe those last lows right here. But I thought, let me just wait for displacement through it, this retrace and a flip. Literally exactly what we got. Retrace into a 5-minute gap, somewhere right here, boom, respected that, and I was just waiting for a normal flip. Bad candle, okayish candle. I wanted to entry on this candle right here and target the fill, but I thought, like, I zoomed out for a second, and as you can see, bro, it kind of looks tiny. It doesn't look like a flip, and it looks, to me it looks like chop. So I thought, what the fuck am I gonna do? Do I entry? Do I force this or not? Because I'm taking my evil seriously. Here's now rebuilding this discipline, rebuilding this discretion. I want to just trade good and take my time. This is literally peak, bro. Look at those. Wow, from our own garden right here. Those berries, a liter of raw milk. Oh, I'm so fucking tired, bro. Just came home. It's around 7:15 p.m. I was working, and that's why I also couldn't trade today. I don't even know if there were some good setups, but pre-market I saw that we have some unfilled 4-hour gaps above, so I sent it out to the Discord. By the way, it's free if you want to join. I announce my giveaways there every single day, my bias, my analysis, every single time when I can trade, and even when I can't, I send something in. I got 7 or 8 eggs, I don't even know, the chicken is covering it. A drink with berries, raw milk and banana. It's super fire, it's really nice. After that, we're gonna review the market. Let's do a pull session right now. I feel really weak and really small, and I mean, it makes sense. I lost hella weight because of the sickness, and also I think muscles as well. Nevertheless, we're gonna hit back. Then after we come home, to get some nice food. Also, we're gonna review the trading day, live recorded on OBS on the charts. After that, I'm gonna post one more reel, and maybe we'll trade Asia. I've been here for too fucking long. It's already 1:20 in the night. It's fucking 1:20 a.m. And I still have preacher curls, the one that I'm doing right now. Then I gotta do another bicep exercise. I gotta do my lower back. I gotta do my forearms. Also, I wanna do some chin tucks and neck curls. Fuck, if I keep distracting myself, I'm gonna be here till like 2:30. I don't wanna do this shit. I gotta eat. I gotta record a lot of things as well. Fuck. Okay, let's set a new goal. I wanna be out here at 1:45. As you can see right now, boom, 1:20. I want to be out at 1:45 max. Boom. All right. And we even made it like perfectly on time. I wanted to go and finish at 1:45. And look at this, 1:44 right now. I'm gonna get my stuff and we out of here. I guess we gotta finish our day with 15 eggs. This is 7 more eggs. Right here, I got 5 dates with butter, and I stole this apple from my neighbor, and I got orange juice as well.
I want to do really quickly what has happened and what I thought will happen. So at around 1.5 hours before market opened, as you can see right here, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. And I saw this high right here. This is a 4-hour gap, and I thought this is possible to take it out because we have taken out those lows right here. But what I've failed to realize is that we are about to tap into a monthly gap, which was my initial targets a few days ago. So if you look at the monthly, we can see we have this second big monthly gap right here that we can mark out as well. Boom. So this is pretty much the main target, and I didn't see that. That's why I thought we could go higher. But off open, as you can see, we are still printing lower. We have LR right here, and you can mark out this draw. Oops, this is London lows. That's what I saw after I finished work. I just peeked into it, and I saw we kind of just dumped. And as you can see right here, we are already moving lower. We ended up displacing through this draw right here, ended up getting a retrace, accumulated for a little bit, and from here I actually don't know what happened. So let's look together. Okay, I can already tell we ended up retracing, getting that retrace right here. And this was this was London highs right here. So you can see 445, this was London highs. And then we ended up going lower, putting in a failure swing, which could pretty much indicate that we want to go higher. But for me, this looks kind of like building up LR. Also, we got the monthly gap right here below. So this is obviously the main target, especially after looking at the way how we are dumping to this draw. After failing to take out this London highs, we should deliver right here. We displace, we get a retrace, and we get another displacement, or like right here, after the other retrace and displacement, we should deliver to those sides right here, to those London highs, or maybe even go higher. But if we fail to do so and pre-market, we end up pushing lower. So if I would have saw that, I can't lie, this doesn't look too bad to this internal low. We can see that we closed relatively close to this low right here. On the 5-minute, it looks even better. We get the wick up on market open, and then we run lower and get this beautiful close, inversing all of this price action right here, all those bullish gaps as well. So I like this. This is a good close, but of course, in order to get a good risk reward ratio, I would have maybe waited and limited something like this gap. This gap doesn't look too bad, just to get a 1-to-1. Boom, boom, something like this. This doesn't look too bad as well. Or we could, of course, also short the 5-minute close and then play it to the monthly gap. But seeing this failure swing, like us accumulating and then displacing before market open, this would have put me definitely in a bearish position. And yeah, after getting that close, it's definitely confirmed. Either you wait for a retrace and target those lows, or you just take the beautiful close right here, boom, boom, and just play something like this and like go break even when we take the internal low, and this would have worked out as well.
And coming into this day, we have FOMC and we are in a range, we are stuck. So I was already predetermined and kind of, like I said to myself, I want to stay out because the draws are not clear. There's nothing beautiful happening. Because I found out something today about my trading, about myself, that I need to fix as soon as possible, or otherwise I'm just gonna be stuck forever in trading. Like I'm not gonna progress and I'm not gonna get those payouts on past accounts. This is a big and deep problem. So coming into today, we can see we are like really clearly ranging. We have stacked highs above that I wanted to see get taken, but of course we are overall bearish. So if we are gonna dump, and take out those lows right here. So let's mark out those lows. Let's mark out this high and this high as well, this 4-hour gap, and just look at what is happening. If we go down to the 15-minute time frame, we can see we are going up since midnight. Boom, beautiful trend, beautiful trend, beautiful trend. And if we are gonna keep going up, we should have done it right here, right? And you can see failure swing, displacement lower, failure swing, reacting of those 15-minute gaps right here. We are respecting them. I told the Discord and everyone, I'm not gonna trade this bunch shit. Look at those wicks, wick lower, wick higher, wick higher, wick lower, wick lower. Like, we are literally going up, we are going down, we are going up, we are going down with pretty heavy displacement as well. And then I was in my Discord with a guy. He said to me, yo, we are displacing lower, we are going down. So I just peeked into the charts again. As you can see, the 5 minute starts displacing lower. This is beautiful displacement and this is beautiful displacement. So I know this is the draw right here. And ES had even more beautiful stacked, really higher time frame, equal lows right here as well. And it's also displacing lower. So I know ES is about to take it, and if ES takes it, NQ is gonna take at least the internal low right here. End up retracing really beautifully, as you can see right here. Boom, really slow retrace, boom, boom, boom. Fat wick reacting of the premium fair value gap right here. This is the range. Premium fair value gap in this range would be this 1 minute. We are in a 5 minute. It's literally the exact same setup as last Friday that I won. But this time, I don't know why I didn't take it. I don't know. I hesitated and waited. And because I hesitated, I saw those wicks right here. 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And I thought, yo, we could have easily go higher. Now I'm a little bit afraid. I wanted to see this candle close where the wick is, and then I'm gonna limit order 10 a.m. open. I mean, it's not even my fault, you know. I wanted to see just more displacement and then limit order the 10 a.m. open, and we never got that. We got a lot of wicks, but I always preach, I literally preach every single time that you don't need a good entry. The entries doesn't matter, whether it's IVG, OTE, it doesn't really matter. As long as you have a safe stop loss and a safe draw liquidity that we are gonna hit, which in this case, we got a nice draw, and the stop loss would be somewhere where we shouldn't revisit if you are gonna to take out this draw. And if we are reacting of this gap, of this premium gap as well, and get the displacement lower, we shouldn't come above this high. Because if we come above this high right here, boom, 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 we will literally just keep going higher because we are gonna inverse this gap right here. This doesn't make any sense, right? So we should just go lower from here and don't revisit this high. And I should have just taken it. And yeah, I didn't realize it, and now I'm fucking mad. I gotta eat first of all, and I'm mad because I know where market wants to go. I know what market is doing. I know when and how market is gonna react.
Oh my god, bro, it's happening again. It's happening again. I'm already like bed ready, and I was already laying down. That's like I wanted at 2 a.m. I ate really nice. I chilled for a little bit. I finished every single task. It was perfect. It was literally perfect. I took my supplements, I wanted to read my book, and I couldn't sleep. So I don't know, something told me hop on Asia, and yeah, I ended up losing on both my evals. One that I literally haven't touched in a month, and on my main eval that was 1.3k away from passing. I also over risked, as you can see right here, boom, 1k on the fresh eval, and also 1k on my main eval that I literally traded for the last month, where I hesitated on the best setups, where I missed out on the most beautiful setups just to force something with over risk on Asia again. Instead of, I don't know, maybe risking 1k on those initial setups, I would have passed the account instead of 500, and now I do some bullshit again, risk 1k in Asia on some bullshit, literally bullshit. So just for reference, I was looking at the daily open. We opened with no wick on normal nasdaq, so this is MNQ and this is NQ. We have literally equal lows and no wick daily open. We are in a fat ass 1 hour gap. We ended up sweeping those hourly highs right here, and I thought this is like the best point to go lower now. We even accumulated. New hourly candle opened, we got a flip. I took this, but even with a bigger stop, cooked right here. So yeah, I crashed out because I lost 1k on the main account, and because I can't trade tomorrow. I don't know, I think it's because of that, because I literally cannot trade tomorrow. I tried to take a trade in Asia and win it. You know, I could have easily just gone to bed, like keep sleeping, keep trying to sleep even if I can't, knowing that okay, if I can't trade tomorrow, it is fine.
it is not the end of the world, you know. I don't need to trade every single day. I think every single time some bullshit happens to me, like today in New York AM session where I just hesitate on trades and they end up banging, and this happens over and over again. It's like anger, you know. It's like if shit is happening to you in real life, you know, the build up, you know, it's building up if you're holding it in, and one day it just comes out all at once.
Post work meal, 5x, some ground beef, OJ, boom. Just came home from work. I'm super tired, everything's hurting from my leg workout yesterday, but I already feel better from yesterday, last night, Asia session. Like, I feel really dumb right now, and I also feel like, why did I do this? I would never do this in this state of mind that I am in right now. Like, it's weird. So I definitely decided whenever I kind of feel bad after missing a trade or hesitating on a trade, something like this, and like, you know, the exact same moment or situation I was in yesterday, that I today couldn't trade, on Thursday couldn't trade New York AM session. On top of that, missing out on a free setup a day before. Those two things combined is not good and will lead to harm and destruction. So yeah, kind of similar situations, I gotta avoid them.
And I also peeked into the market after work, bro, and we literally just pumped pre-market, and market open was so shit. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but right here, let me show you. Right here is the daily open with the no wick that I wanted to target last night, Asia. We ended up getting a retrace higher, then went lower, never reached this daily open, and then boom, pump all the way up right here. And the 1 minute is absolutely horrible. We chopped around and then just literally pumped, chopped around, and did whatever. I went over the trade that I took, the first one, the flip that I was talking about yesterday in the night, the 1 minute flip, where I thought maybe this is a bad trade, that's why it lost, right? But no, actually, I did a good job. I saw we are literally 600 points up. We opened with no bottom wick. We have equal lows at previous day low, and we got a reaction from equilibrium of the range, right? I saw a reaction and I took it. And I realized two things that were really, really bad from my side. My stop loss wasn't good enough, and also on top of that, I over leveraged. And those two things combined together, because I over leveraged just because my stop was too tiny. I realized I'm in too many micros in the position, so my stop can only be really tight. But then I realized, okay, wait, like, the stop is literally not protected. At this exact moment, I should have exited the trade and wait for a better entry in order to have a normal stop, and accepted maybe a $80 or a $100 loss, because it's my fault. At the end of the day, I would have still lost, or maybe even got break even if I would have gotten a better entry, or I wouldn't even get an entry after that.
Gang, look at this shit, what happened yesterday in the night. This whole shit just burned down, bro.
It smelled horrible, and I came home after a long day. We were chilling with my friends, grilling, you know, steak and everything, and I come home with 1% on my phone. I'm trying to charge my phone and it doesn't work. So I look down to see if my charger is in there or not. I see this shit is literally black and burnt. It smells like crazy, and I thought, what the fuck is happening? I just want to turn on the light on my PC right here, you know, on my setup. Light does not work. PC is off. Everything's off. I try to turn on my main light right here as well. Nothing works. I go out. Boom. It's literally really late in the night. I go out. I tried everything. Literally whole electricity turned off. It almost burned down my house if I would have been at home like a few minutes later. This shit's insane, bro.
I'm like literally getting pranked every single day. I don't know what is happening, but okay, boom, look at this. You can see I got an edge, you know, I never got an entry. I'm still at this balance because I didn't take a trade. And bro, I was expecting longs or shorts, and then I see off open. All right, boom. I told the Discord, we gotta see what we do off open. We start pumping high. We are super overextended on the higher time frame. Like, we need a retrace, you know. We need a retrace. We're already starting kind of accumulating in this big range, this big gap right here, and I don't think we are gonna reach those highs. So I'm talking about those highs right here. There were some internal highs and unfilled 50-minute gaps. We tapped those, we end up rejecting lower. So I know, okay, the 4-hour untapped gap below is our draw right here. Boom, the first one and maybe the second one. So I'm going down on the 1 minute. I'm just waiting for a displacement lower and a retrace, because I need displacement lower in order to confirm that we want to go lower, because we, of course, this this draw isn't that significant. You could have also done something like this, you know, because there's also a marked 50-minute bullish gap. You could have maybe swept this and then go higher, because this sometimes happens. But I see, all right, we are actually displacing lower. With this candle, I knew we want to take out the draw lower, and I'm at least expecting one candle higher. I'm literally waiting for anything. Something. Just respect a gap, whatever. I place a limit here. I place the limit on the 50-minute IFVG, on a 5-minute IFVG, on everything. When we went lower right here, I also even placed the limit at this order block. And of course, a stop above a, wait, not this order block, but around here. I had my stop above the 5-minute candle, 5-minute body right here. Boom, and just for a 1-to-1, I had my limit around this level. Bro, I was even expecting tiny retracements. I was in a call with my friend and I told him, yo, these days I've noticed that we are getting little tiny retracements towards the draw. Like, we don't get those full-on retraces into the 5-minute gap, full-on displacement lower, boom. So I'm adapting to the market, I see that. But today, we literally didn't even get one candle up. We didn't really, like, look at this. This was the one only, and this one right here, like, I don't count this bullshit. We had 3 bullish candles before taking out the draw. Like, what the fuck is this? Genuinely took this shit without anything, didn't even tap me in, and I crashed out. And then I wanted to catch a 10 a.m. continuation of the key level right here. You get 10 a.m. open right here. Boom, this is the open of the 10 a.m. candle, as you can see. And I was waiting, I wanted to limit this because it's also kind of aligned with OTE. Have my stop, really tiny stop. Boom, target a 1 to 4, I think around that level, to get to those equal lows. Yeah, exactly those equal lows with a bigger stop, something like this. Exactly this trade to pass all my evils, both my evils. And look at this. Got edged once again, delivered fully lower to where I wanted price to see, kind of an OTE of this internal range as well. And yeah, I got pranked. 2 times.
To the people that are actually watch those videos, by the way, thank you guys, every single one of you. Do you prefer longer videos, for example, like 50 minutes and upwards? Or do you guys prefer shorter videos, like from around 30 to 50 minutes? So this was my first question that I asked in my stories, and most of the people answered for longer videos. And then the second thing, I asked you guys whether you like the old style better, like just me posting weekly vlogs, going more in depth with trading and kind of showing a little bit of my food, my gym, like I did this time, and also using my older thumbnails and title ideas. Let me show you an example. Example right here. I have a thumbnail where I just do a triceps pose and something of the chart and a big word in the middle, and it's just a random ass title that kind of describes the week. For example, learning to stay disciplined through the ups and downs of trading, what actually changed my trading week. For example, those type of titles, and it's always around 45 minutes and just my life in general. Also, most of the people voted for that option. So I wanted to ask you guys, for the people that are actually watching those videos, what do you guys like? Please let me know in the comments, let me have some feedback. And yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of reflection. I'm gonna plan the next week pretty carefully and pretty good. I need to study a lot. It's also a new month tomorrow. It's already the first of the month. Look at this. It's midnight, 1st August. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting a lot more time into trading, because right now I literally just hop on, trade, hop off. If I took a trade, I journal it, and that's it pretty much. I don't do much, but I gotta self-reflect more, gotta reflect my journal more. I gotta look back onto my mistakes. I gotta realize what I'm even doing, maybe backtest, maybe adapt to something, kind of change a few things up, and just look back at what I need to change and how I need to adapt. What do I need to do in order to become better and become consistent in trading? So yeah, boys, thank y'all for using my code. Thank y'all for watching this video, liking, subscribing, joining the Discord, following me everywhere. You are the goats. Much love. See you in the next one. Bye bye.